Let's call the meeting to order. Agenda review and disposition.
Yes, Lisa, we're gonna, in non-public, there'll be no personnel, but there are 2 collective bargaining issues.
Sorry, Mark, you already said that. I got it. Okay. No privilege of the floor. Principal's report.
Okay, the principal will be right with you. He's playing around with caps and gowns.
Hi, everybody. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I won't touch the phone. Mike's yelling at me with technology. Okay, graduation looks good. We had a very successful drop-off and pickup on Thursday or Friday of this past week. All our seniors came. We delivered all their stuff. Kudos to Bob Price and Randy Clary, who organized that event. The stage came today. The grounds look impeccable. I'm sure Mark will give you a quick update facility-wise next door too. Grade-wise, we're looking real good. I'll have the final total on Wednesday, but I don't anticipate any problems. The programs are completed. They'll be here on time. I'll do one more major announcement out to the seniors and the senior parents, advising them of making sure that all the guidelines are followed. We will be giving students in each car a mask, and that we strongly recommend that they wear throughout the ceremony. Obviously, when they walk across the stage, they would be allowed to take that off when they take their picture. As I told you before, the stage is in place. Tomorrow, I'm expecting the sound system to come in, and then we'll have all the bags and everything done, hopefully Thursday or Friday morning. Keep in mind, Plymouth Elementary is doing a graduation ceremony here on Friday night. And as I told you before, I will send out one more reminder to everybody about the guidelines and the time and the rain date possibly being, it will not possibly, it will be Sunday on June 7th, the same time. We also, yesterday, and kudos to Pemmy Baker TV, they spent many hours with myself, Mr. Halloran, and Mr. Carey. We did the senior awards. I had a full house in the auditorium, me, myself, and I. And I went through the entire program. It's going to be aired tonight. I hope you have something else rather than watching me. But TV did a great job putting the kids' graphics up, and I read their name and what scholarship and then what award that they had won. Mark did a beautiful opening, and then we did a closing in front of the school. That, again, I told you that's being aired tonight at 7 o'clock. Then we followed that up. I did the underclass awards while the TV and everything was set up. That will be aired sometimes next week. And those plaques will be in, and again, the plaques for the seniors, they'll be in their bag. On that, Madam Chair, it's been a very, very busy week, and we're ready to go here. So the place looks great. We're looking forward to Saturday. Any questions for me?
No questions? Okay.
I got a question. What time of year do we order our supplies for the fall? Do we order them like this time of year, or do we wait until August, or what do we do?
No, we order them throughout the summer, though, Peter. When Janice, the teachers, when they check out, they will leave me their budgets. That will look a little different, but I'm not too concerned about that. With many of our supplies, I think we'll be in good shape with that. I mean, I don't need any major books, or I know what software products and what licenses I need to renew. But in regard to our supplies could get a little funky because we don't know that situation, but I think I have enough backup. But that could be a situation, Peter, which is, I don't know how we would handle that as we went through.
Okay.
Good question.
Fair enough.
Okay. Any other questions? The only thing, Mark, I just want to go back and read the rights to know statement
Yep.
with all the late and technology issues. Can I just go back and do the short version of that?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so a checklist to ensure meetings are compliant with the rights to know law during the state of emergency. As chair of the Pemmy-Baker Regional School Board, I find due to the state of emergency declared by the governor as a result of COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with the governor's emergency order number 12 pursuant to executive order 2020-04, this public body is authorized to meet electronically. Please note that there is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to this meeting, which was authorized pursuant to the governor's emergency order. For June 2nd, 2020 school board meeting, we are utilizing the Zoom meeting for this electronic meeting. You can find the Zoom information on the SAU website, www.sau48.org, located in the agenda announcements section, and also in the school's website on the agenda under school board section. It is also posted on the door of the school. If you are not able to access the meeting, please contact Kylie Cap, kcap@pemmybaker.org. If the public cannot access this meeting, it will be adjourned and rescheduled. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure we got that in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so discussion items, general assurances, board notification.
Yes. For those of you that were at the SAU meeting last Thursday, I believe, or 2 Thursdays ago, the board, on behalf of all of the boards, approved the authority for the superintendents to sign for grants. And those forms now have to also be signed by board by the board chair. And Lisa has done that on your behalf. And this is a formal notification that it's been approved at the SAU level, which includes all of the boards. At the same time, you're being notified that Lisa has signed off along with Kyla on behalf of the superintendent. So your board notification and your general assurances are all taken care of for next year. Any question on that?
No.
Right.
No, it's a very fun document.
You get both barrels right.
Okay, so fiscal year 20 budget update.
Right. In your Pemmy-Baker email, I sent out electronic copies of not only the revenues and the appropriations, but also a summary page that Dan has done. And I'll work off the summary page for you as part of this update. As you can see, the appropriation side of the budget is roughly $1.1 million has not been expended. And on the right-hand side of that page, you can see grouping by grouping the areas where they've been up or they've been down. On Dan's sheet, you can see expense adjustments that'll be coming, the $104,000 because we're not doing the sped borrowing. Then we pick up a little bit of help with nurse. We'll be spending a little more on graduation, and then we still are going to get a bill from the town of Plymouth for the high school share of the school resource officer. And so that's about $121,000 net on those numbers. Revenue variance, again, Medicaid may start to come in, but we're going to take the hit on the balance sheet right now, and anything that comes in over and above will be excess revenues. And then tuition, that shortage is not going to be that high. It's going to be closer to about $160,000, and that represents 8 kids from out of district that we didn't get, and that's really broken down by our yield from Waterville Valley was not good at all. We lost about net 6 kids. And then Warren and Ellsworth were a couple apiece. So that's what drove that. And so if you look at that, your projected unreserved fund balance right now is $742,155. and I think that's going to fluctuate somewhere between 800,000 and that number, because these are sort of conservative numbers. So the one thing I'd ask tonight, Madam Chair, if the board is ready to do that, is for auditing purposes that if you see down on Dan's sheet, the current retained fund balance, right now we have in the bank outside of any of these numbers, $264,000, and that's the retained fund balance. Our ability to retain more money for next year would allows us to go from 264 to 292,724. Does everyone see that on your charts? And what that basically means is adding $28,724 to the existing $264,000 that are in the bank. So the projected net unreserved fund balance would go from 742 down to about 714, somewhere around there for the moment. But that, if you approve this tonight, it allows Dan and the treasurer to salt away $292,724, which is what DRA would allow you to put away. Any questions on Dan's analysis?
We need a motion, Lisa, to
Yes, you need a motion to, yeah, exactly, Mark. How do we want to say that?
That the board for FY20 votes to take the maximum allowed retention of $292,724.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay, so Sam and Tim. And Janet, you want to do roll call?
Tim?
Yep.
Peter?
Yes.
Bernie?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Christie? Yes. Maureen?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
And Barbara? Okay. It's unanimous.
Okay, and that was again a motion for the board for the maximum retention of $272,724. And okay, facilities update, Mark?
Yes, as Bruce said, the stage is up and the grounds are really looking good. The porta potties are in. And so I think we're going to be all set for graduation day. The project that we have going on right now is in the Park and Rec area. And that area will be finished off and should be looking pretty good for graduation. Right now, Andrews Construction is on site working on the drainage, and you'll be very pleased the kind of work that they're doing. It should make that corner pretty dry during the regular school year during the winter. So I think our safety problems with ice on that side of the campus are going to be solved with the work that they're doing. It was well engineered and it's being well constructed. And then the slab will be in place, but none of the building will be going on. And then after graduation, then CCI will move in to actually build the garages. So I'm pretty pleased with the way it's going. The other project later on will be the mechanical gates that'll be going into the back of the school and on the side of the school. So we'll no longer have chains, but we will have gates, and it'll be much easier access for emergency vehicles to come into the campus and still secure the campus, because without the card or the passcode, however John and all of you decide to set those gates up, nobody would be able to get in. So I think the facility is looking good right now. The school's in great shape. So if we're allowed to come back to school in the fall, I mean, you can come back today, to be very honest with you. School's in great shape. So I'm very pleased with where the facility is right now.
Okay, great. Any questions for Mark? Okay, all right, thank you. Any other business?
I have none, Madam Chair.
Okay, board member concerns, anyone? Okay, and we don't have privilege of the floor. Okay, so a motion to go into non-public for 2 collective bargaining issues.
So made.
Second.
Janice, will you do roll call, please?
Sure. Tim,
Yes.
Peter,
Yes.
Bernie,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Christie. Yes. Maureen,
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
Barbara. Okay.